Leanne, when dogs scarf wildlife poo, does that work like a probiotic? Are they getting like a gut microbe transplant from that poo? Is that why it's so attractive? Yes and no. So it depends. And sometimes we see like their gut gets upset. Also, what is that wildlife being exposed to? So when I think about rabbit poop, this is what like stresses me out. So a lot of you may not know my backstory. And so I found holistic medicine years ago when my husband developed an autoimmune disease. Specific is ulcerative colitis. So like I have a strong passion for gut health. And we were told there's nothing more you can do. And he would have to go on strong immunosuppressives. They don't really work that well. And they have a lot of really bad side effects like death. And so I was like, I don't like this idea. And we started researching and we found this entire world of medicine. And I was a new grad at that time. And I thought, why am I not doing this for my pet patients? And that's when I went down this path, which has been incredibly rewarding and amazing and given me so many other options. Now, here's the thing. Fast forward a couple years after I started implementing this, my amazing soul pup Finn, my German Shepherd, developed a brain tumor, started having seizures. And one of the things that I always think about is that he developed cancer. And there's different things that can cause cancer, right? It's not always the food. It's not always the environment. Typically 10% genetics lead to cancer. So it is a lot of other factors. And when we moved to where we're currently at in Northern Colorado, they spray a ton of pesticides. And I didn't do a good enough job detoxing him. I didn't realize. And I feel like that played a big part. So going back to the poo question, which seems completely unrelated, but I promise it's related. I think about the rabbits eating the grass. And I know we don't spray, we don't use any of those chemicals, but all our neighbors do. The city does. And I think about, what are these rabbits eating? They're ingesting glyphosate and they're pooping it out. It's in the poop. And so when I think about like my pets eating the poop, I'm like, it's another source of chemicals. And so we have to think about that. When we look at the fecal transplant therapies that are becoming really popular, and Dr. Margot Roman has an entire talk on fecal transplant therapy. Her interview is so fascinating and amazing. She's actually created a set of pets that haven't been exposed to your vaccines, that haven't been exposed to antibiotics, that like super clean. And so she's taken their poop, and that's what we give pets to help re-inoculate with the good bacteria. So I would hesitate to let pets if you can, and that's where I also use a lot of detoxing, where that Spirit Green product is a great detox that you can use to help support them, because we can't control everything, right? I can't control the rabbits eating my neighbor's grass that's sprayed with glyphosate. That's an unrealistic expectation, but I can wipe down my pet's paws after they go for a walk. I can detox them regularly. I can feed them, the best food that I can for my lifestyle and my budget. And we can be more aware of what's going on there. So, it can be a sign, but also some dogs just really like the taste of it. If they are constantly eating their poop, or you have a pet eating soil and going out and constantly digging up and eating soil, that can definitely be a mineral problem. And that's where I would do that fur tissue test.